Alrighty. So this is round 3 of week 2 of 3v3. I'm up against the physiologist with the little, I think that's 2 in Japanese. Anyway, 11.7 mil GP, Bo-Katan, Maliko. It's got a Bane, but they're all really low relics. Reaver's only relic 2. Missing just Pirate King Hondo. So, pretty interesting account. GLs are really high relics, but really they have all of their like non-requirement characters quite low. Basically no Datacrons. All 3 GL capital ships, so it's going to be interesting. They've already attacked at this point. They've already dropped against Leia 3 times and Pretty Pals once. So I'm feeling pretty good going into this. I know I don't have to full clear, but I don't have to full clear, but you know, I'd like to just for my own sakes. So let's look at the top wall first. Seer Malicos is a bit scary, but at low relic, I'm not super worried. Don't know where my cat's just gone. He was just behind me a second ago. Jabba's a bit worrying, but should be fine. Bo-Katan I don't really know what to do for, because I never really come across bows on defense. But I'm going to jump into Leia, because the Stranger into Leia is pretty straightforward. As we have realized in my last couple matches, Stranger is absolutely eating Leia for breakfast. So I'm going to keep... I don't know why I've got such high volume. Bit odd. Also the sound is a bit funny for me, but I'm not sure if you guys can tell. Anyway, got the stun here, thankfully, so no stress about Drogon just one-tapping my Stranger. Although he basically, dies here anyway. Once I start seeing my opponent with the Stranger, and I'll do a bit of scouting and make sure they're not putting it on D, I'll probably just take Leia off of defense, because the Stranger is beating Leia pretty consistently. That, or I'll put Jabba on defense, or I'll switch them. I'd probably switch them. Leia was an easy one that I wanted to get out of the way. Malgus with Talon is an interesting choice, but like it's fine, but is a bit weird. JML I'm not super worried about. Rey, Ben, I'm not super worried about either. Gungans, I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I think I ended up using Great Mothers there, but I can't remember. I might use Phoenix and then save Great Mothers for the back wall. I did this battle ages ago. We're currently midway through week 3 of... Oh, so it's not actually that ages ago. It feels like ages ago. I've been very busy with life and uni and work, so this is a pretty straightforward battle. I don't think I really need to say much here. I use a basic here because the both Rays had foresight and Ben was damage immune, so I wasn't really going to be doing much anyway. Here I use the basic because again, Ben's still damage immune, Ray has foresight, so my AoE is not going to do much. Here I get an extra turn so I can summon my decoy back, hopefully get Ray into the yellow again, which I do, and then hopefully this can one-tap both of them. It didn't though, which was annoying. Cleared all the Inspire. Ben came back, but he was affected by Ray's ult, which is weird because I've had matches in the past that that's not the case. Like if Ben gets revived while Ray is mid ult, then he doesn't get the like ult damage reduction. So I don't really know what's going on there. But I finally got through Ray, and I get a cheeky little buff dispel into Poby 1, just blowing Jedi Training Ray out of the water. So that's pretty straightforward, especially with a Relic 3 Ben. Like, that wasn't going to be much of an issue. Apparently I use Phoenix here, which I don't remember what my plan was. I might have planned on using Great Mothers for Jabba, which I actually think is a pretty consistent counter. Something I need to do more often is use Great Mothers to counter JMK, because I really don't have any consistent JMK counters. And not heaps of people use JMK. On defense at least, but a fair few do. So I see it somewhat regularly, and it's always a bit of a worry because both Jabba and JML are pretty inconsistent. Like sometimes they work great, other times they just don't work at all. Got down the shield generator here, which is nice. Chopper's got a lot of stacks of exposed, and so does Rex. So now that Rex is gone, I don't really have anything here. Like, no one has any damage, and I'm not assisting, so I think from here I'd just forfeit, in all honesty, especially with that death mark. Yeah, wasn't going to happen. So, into JML, Great Mothers is also good into JML from memory. Great Mothers is such a strong non-GL team. Absolutely absurd. And I don't know... This is also a great counter. As long as you can take out Luke and Hoda pretty quickly. Yeah, Great Mothers is just an insane team. Like, I would 100% recommend Great Mothers and Peridia trio as... like, not necessarily your first farm, but like pretty high up there. I just did that to get some damage. Normally I would basic to try and get some more stacks on the contract, but I really wanted to get some damage on Luke, like sooner rather than later. Jedi Knight Luke rather than Jedi Master. But yeah, like Great Mothers just can beat so many GL teams. Really good on defense as well, like just such a pain in the ass. Really good kit. So anyway, I'm one hit off of my contract, which I get here, and then I just go for Hoda, and once Hoda's dead, the plan is to just auto basic. Here I think I'm hoping for my AoE. Yeah. And then I can just auto basic and spam ults. And that's pretty much the easiest way to get rid of JML using Jabba. I mean, theoretically, there are cheaper counters, but I don't know, I feel like this is safest. Realistically, I could time out. I need to bring my Bosch up a couple of relic levels, probably to relic 7. But I've got so many things, so many relic levels that I need to apply first at the moment. My Inquisitors I really want to take up. I'm just dealing with the GLs first here. I think against Jabba I decide to use Slicker because that's just what I do usually. Looking for first order, or am I not? Oh, am I going to use JML here? All right, getting a bit ballsy, I see. Yeah, Yeah, JML, it's funny because JML does counter Java somewhat consistently, although Java also counters JML somewhat consistently. Um, the main problem you find is they can't be stunned and they can't be assisted against while they've got more than 3 stacks of oh, I thought it was 3 stacks of, what's it called? It's my kind of scum, which Cassandra only has 3, but I'd have to double check what the actual terminology is, what Bosch's actual Zeta is, but it's really good. Basically here I just have to survive until I can start assisting again. Those bobs are really scary though. Thankfully I didn't do much here, and now I've gone, hey, I can assist. But also they've got ult. So I'm really hoping here that I can take out Jabba before he hits his ult, because when he hits his ult, he charges his basic charges. When he hits his contract, rather, sorry, his basic charges his ult 12% instead of 6%. So it makes it a lot more scary because he gets to his ult really quickly, especially if he's taking so many turns. And I cannot have him taking out my Hoda or J Jedi Knight Luke, JKL. Like, if he takes out one of them, it's not too bad, but I don't want him to take out one of them and then the other one just explodes to some bombs. So I'm really hoping he takes out Hoda here. I should have passed turn meter there, but he doesn't. He takes out my Jedi Knight Luke. So I'm a bit scared here that I don't have the damage, but apparently Hoda is just kind of hitting like a truck, and when I pass my granted special around, yeah. Once I saw that, I wasn't really worried. I am dealing a good chunk of damage. He's probably not modded very tanky. Also, blind doesn't really matter when I use the granted special. So, yeah, I can just slowly whittle through Jabba's health. He is gaining a lot of protection back, which is annoying, but I should just be able to push through it regardless. There we go. Not great banners though, 52. So that kind of sucked, but I think I wanted to use. I wasn't really sure what I'd use against Malgus, and so I think I really wanted to use Kylo Ren there. And then I kind of had a revelation when I was sitting here looking at, maybe not yet, but I was sitting there looking at Gungans going, oh, what do I do for Gungans? I don't know what I'm going to use for Gungans. Apparently I'm using Bane here. Wow, I don't remember what this was like at all. But yeah, I'm looking through my teams and I go, hang on. I saw Great Mothers. So here I'm going to do this Bane. This battle's really straightforward. Spring Leader Kylo Ren can take out more things than Bane, arguably. Especially with Darkside Vision Ray. So I think that was the best play. And then just leaving this here. If there's a Queen Amidala on the back line, that kind of sucks. But I haven't had much experience with people setting really strong backlines. Like, I do occasionally. I have had it a couple times, but I'm not really that worried. It doesn't happen particularly often. Here I just want to get through Malik, but I take less damage from percent health effects, so he's not healing much with his drain, and I can just take him out there. So not good banners. In 3v3, Bane does not get very good banners, which is quite frustrating. Um, but also, I think I realized that I don't have to take out Gungans because as long as I take out these two teams up here, I just win. Sea Malicos is a bit of a trickier one because, like, they're low relic, so realistically I could, like, throw Malgus or something at it, but what if Malicos just takes 1,000 turns and I win, and just instantly kills? I mean, I do have a massive relic difference, but I think... Oh, apparently this is the way to go. Another thing I just didn't remember. So yeah, apparently Darth Revan lead with Malik and Basti is the way to go. You don't really need Malgus. Malgus doesn't do much, to be fair. Like, his leader ability with Omicron's good. But Revan's Death Mark is just really, really strong. So I should just be able to, get the Death Mark. I really want to kill Malicos though, because Malicos is scary. Lose the Death Mark there, sadly, but I can just take out Malicos there, especially with the massive Relic Delta I've got. Everyone just takes 1,000,000 damage, and I win. Malgus is also okay, because I can use him solo somewhere, potentially. I used Sprint Leader Kylo here because A, I didn't really have anything else, and B, I just need to clear this top wall. Like, if I clear this top wall and ships, then I win. From memory, he hadn't attacked ships, so they hadn't attacked ships. I'm not going to assume. So, oh my god, that's loud. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but when IG goes, no, it's super loud compared to everything else. I'm not sure what the go is with that. Really want to get rid of Bo here and then take out Paz, and I kind of just win. I thought about ulting, but I don't need to. Now I have full ult, so. Anyway, yeah. I just had to clear this and clear ships. And presuming that they can't beat my layer, then I just win. So here I just keep swiping until I get enough mastery to absolutely blow up Paz, and I think I'd do that here with basic. Yeah, there you go. Slicker's basic deals so much damage, especially once you get a couple swipes in, you hit like an absolute truck. Executor is something I like seeing on defense, until it's coupled with a Leviathan. If I see both, then it sucks. Or like Eden and Profundity, that sucks too. But yeah, here was me remembering, hey, I've got Great Mothers. I completely forgot about that. And Great Mothers beats this team really easily, because Gungans can't be damaged can't lose health while they've got protection, but it's not like protection disruption where it's still there. You just, like, the game treats it as you hit under protection, from what I'm aware of, whereas this just disables protection, and if your protection is disabled, you have no protection. So you can just kill them, and like, yeah, Boss Nass has 1,000,000 heal over time, but doesn't matter if he's got a max HP of 1 from the Great Mother's Dooming effect. Here I want to get as many assists as possible, because it's really hard to hit Jar Jar while the shield generator's up. Here I just thought I'd snipe the phalanx, and then I'll go back after the shield generator. This does 2 hits, so that's pretty good there. And then I can... Apparently that's got a dispel on it that I couldn't remember. So, yeah, I've already got more banners, but unfortunately, Queen Amidala on the back wall, which I'm kicking myself a bit for using my Night Sisters, but at the same time, I had no choice. And I'm not too worried because, as I said earlier, I don't need to I don't need to full clear necessarily. I'm going to do ships on 1.5 speed because it's pretty straightforward. Like, this battle is really easy now that Rogue One exists. I need to do an updated video on Rogue One versus Leviathan, like Profundity versus Leviathan with Rogue One, because I've refined my strategy down so that I pretty consistently win it. I do lose it occasionally, and it's usually just due to really bad RNG. It's not guaranteed by any means. Depends on what reinforcements they're running, which alters the RNG. Hello, Mr. Cat. Louis. Hello, Bug. Come here. Hello. He was not feeling very well earlier. He's not been doing great. Might have to take him to the vet and get him checked up on. He's just not been feeling super well. Anyway, once you take out punishing one here, it's really game over, especially after I hit alt and Houndstooth doesn't do much. Anyway, back to Leviathan battle. Yeah, Leviathan is pretty straightforward. The main thing is if the thing that really throws it off is the Mark 6 Interceptor, because it has a lot of irresistible debuffs, which is annoying in its own right because it gets them ult faster, but it also... Where did you go? You just fucking disappeared. It also means that because of Han's Millennium Falcon, which dispels, like, allies dispel all debuffs on themselves if they've got 3 or more, which is great, except for when I get suspense, and Outrider seems to have a really high target priority. So Outrider often gets suspense put on it, and then Mark 6 comes in, does an AoE, puts a gazillion debuffs on everyone, and then I clear the suspense, which is annoying because it increases my cooldowns. And that's where it really gets difficult. Because then often I can't hit my ult in time. Or they just kill Outrider. And I still can't get my ult in time. So this battle did not go very well, as you can tell. Marauder's really annoying against this lineup because it hits like a truck, it gets a bonus turn when you kill it for the first time. So yeah, this one fell apart. I was really hoping I could get something going here with the ult, but it didn't happen. I also didn't assist off of myself, which was annoying, but is what it is. So here I just hope that Chimera can pull me the win. They've still got 2 reinforcements, so I'm a little bit stressed, especially if they just instantly killed Vader. That's okay. I really want to get this going to get some buff dispels, and then bring in my TIE Defender, so I can get a stun on Marauder, because fuck Marauder. Marauder's a pain in the ass. Now I'm kind of just hoping that I can get some good dodges, because dodges mean that I get insta-kill faster, because it grants my capital ship turn meter. So I don't actually know what any of these abilities do, so this is me just going through and reading them. I probably should have used the first special to pass an ally foresight, but that's okay. Here I want to take out Ahsoka just because she's low. Then I'll go after Marauder. I'll get the insta-kill, which I forgot that's going to trigger the revive. I really want to go after that's Rex's thing, or the other one, I don't remember, just because it was low, but didn't end up working out. Here I get a heal off in really good time because the bomber wasn't looking too hot. TIE Defender's not looking too hot either, but I decided to get a stun on Umbaran just to, because Umbaran's probably one of the more worrisome damage dealers. Unfortunately, they get a mass assist on my defender, but I have a lot of damage at the moment, so I'm just tearing through them anyway. The basic here is really strong from Chimera because it increases the assisting damage by 50%, which is pretty nice, and then got an insta-kill and a recovery. Here, I can probably slow it down. Rogue One's a really good counter to DTMG in all game modes. Radis lead, just because you kind of farm your ultimate against DTMG, you just wail on him, and then okay, can I like do something? Am I like skitzing out here? Apparently. You just kind of wail on him, and then once you hit your ult, he's got protection disruption, and he doesn't have that much max health. And when you get through the max health, he tries to do his revive, but he's got heal immunity, so he just kills himself and a teammate. The reason regular Moff Gideon, didn't revive when DTMG used his revive just now is that Jin killed him, and allies that have Spark Rebellion, when they kill Empire allies, actually it might just be at all, allies with Spark of Rebellion, their defeated enemies can't be revived, so it's pretty cool. I get the recovery here, really want to kill Scout Trooper before it takes a turn, but thankfully doesn't steal any of my banners. So that's a really easy counter. You can use it anywhere, any game mode. It's pretty straightforward, especially if you've got a high relic squad for whatever reason, if it's profundity or just that you like them. Thankfully, I geared them up because I liked the characters back when I played the game to collect characters. Or like, not entirely collect just for that, but I built all the teams that I liked. This one was also really straightforward. Got full banners too, which is nice. But yeah, Rogue One I really like as a team. Back when they had that one Rogue One Datacron like a year and a half ago. Oh, that was a great time. I'm liking that I'm still getting usage out of Wampa. I took him to Relic 5 when he was originally Relic 3 just for the Jedi Luke journey, but Jedi Knight Luke journey, I guess. And took him to Relic 5 after Relic Delta was implemented, and I don't really regret it. Relic 3 to 5 is pretty cheap, and I still get a fair bit of use out of Wampa. Like, you set a shit team, and Wampa's going at it. You set like General Grievous or like random separatists. Like, it's so nice just having a team, having a really simple counter that only requires one unit. Also means I get good banners. Like, consistently I get good banners, so that's a win in my books. I'm not beating Queen Amidala here. Like, there's literally no way. But I might be able to do something against Saul Luthen. So, don't remember what I used. I think I used Dashan Chewie because I have Dashan Chewie. And Dashan Chewie isn't going to do much against Queen Amidala. Especially because, from memory, I don't have an Attacker-Cron left. No. And the nice thing about the Attacker-Cron is it means that I would have been able to get around the decoy and kill Pow, but I can't do that, so here I go after Kyle, because Kyle's kind of the damage dealer on this team. Saw's the next most scary, just because he's got a lot of utility. I mean, I could go for Luthen, but I don't know. I think Saw is really scary with his all the debuffs he puts out on you and whatnot. So, yeah, it was a pretty straightforward battle. I didn't get like drawn to the mark, which was weird. It's a weird bug about some characters that get marked, but it would have the AoE would have killed anyway. And yeah, this is me just looking, going, I've really got nothing for this. Queen Amidala is a silly bonkers team. I don't even think I try this. Do I try this? Apparently. I realized my mistake in a second and put MJ on. Just for shits and gigs, give this a go. But Queen Amidala gaining so much turn meter off the start, and then because she gains 50% turn meter at the start, and then yeah, MJ's not about to get through a whole decoy and then solo. So even if she had max stacks of loyal hand, wasn't going to happen. So that was a bit unfortunate. This is again just me looking and going, yeah, well, unfortunate. So yeah, I ended up clearing most of the board. Not a full clear, sadly. But I came back and they hadn't attacked anything else. They used C solo into my layer, which this was never going to work. C does not do much, especially with this Kron. It's just so good because there's 50% offense, 145% defense, 65% health. Like, without the potency and tenacity, that's already bonkers. So, like, and then Bane was never having a chance, not a Relic 5 Bane. Wampered my Krennic, which makes sense. Starkiller lost to my Tuskens, which is actually something you can do pretty often. You can use Tuskens to counter Starkiller as well. Tuskens are just a pain in 3v3 though, like absolute nightmare fuel. Revan into Saw makes sense. CLS into Phasma, yeah. Slicker into Tusken solo is rough, but oh well. Lord Vader, this Lord Vader lineup was never beating my Leia. Gas into Night Sisters is really easy because no revives. Dash on Chewie into Crew is also really easy because they hit like a train, and then yeah, this is a pretty reasonable attempt, but with I mean, I don't know what his modding is like, but low relics into this is pretty strong. Like Relic 7 with most of their Zetas is pretty strong. So so yeah. Hang on. My housemate just got home. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that match. I had a fun time. Shame I couldn't full clear, but Queen Amidala in the back's brutal. It's like not really much I can do there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll upload the next battle. Not sure when, probably sometime next week, but I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks. Peace.